Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Swear Word. I'm your host, Brandon Swear, and this is the show made for the chili head community by the community. Regardless of your spice tolerance, this is the place for all things hot. If this is your first time checking out the show, welcome. Glad to have you here. Get ready to meet every Tuesday night and discuss, review everything from the world of hot. Let's get it. Show number 2 starts now. All right, I'm extremely excited for tonight's show. Tonight we'll be checking out some products that we're going to give our hot or not swear word review. We'll be also joined by our guests Ryan and Lee Baumgartner, chili heads, content creators, League of Fire contenders, such a dynamic duo, and I'm excited to hear their announcement they have for all of you tonight. Following that, we will be discussing the hot news within the chili head community because, well, it's our show. If you like what we're doing here, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us get the show started. And in front of the right chili heads, not only is this our show, this is a live show. So you know what? In the comment sections, you can be a part of the show. All right, folks, let's get it. First up, we'll be reviewing CaJohns classic small batch hot sauces to determine if it's hot or not. All right. Well, hey, if you're just checking in and getting started, we're right now on the hot or not review. First up, we got CaJohns classic small batch ghost chili pepper sauce. And I'm going to go ahead and read the ingredients for you here. So first off, we have distilled vinegar, jolokia peppers, or jolokia pepper mash, water, garlic powder, cane sugar, ghost chili powder, salt, black pepper, granulated garlic, vegetable mixed. We got habanero powder, red hatch chili powder, xanthan gum, cayenne pepper, and lemon extract. All right, and then on the other one, what we'll do here is I'll go ahead and read both of these before we get going. So the other one is going to be CaJohns classic small batch Trinidad scorpion pepper sauce. Very similar ingredient list, but we'll go ahead and run through it. Distilled vinegar, Trinidad scorpion pepper mash. We got water, garlic. We got pure cane sugar. We got scorpion powder mix. We got salt, black pepper, granulated garlic, vegetable mix. We got habanero powder, red hatch chili, xanthan gum, cayenne pepper, and lemon extract as well. All right, let's get going. So the beauty of these sauces, while I get this opened up, is they're much more like what you would expect out of a Louisiana-style sauce. It's going to be something that's going to pair very well with, say, anything from steak or eggs for that. I mean, you could use it on steak. Eggs, you could do it on sandwiches. You could use it on pizza, tacos, of course. It's kind of endless if you think about it. I even use it sometimes as a salad dressing to kind of give it a little bit of heat. So first up, good pour there. It's definitely on the lighter side as far as heat and what to be expected. Now, overall, you get a lot of the flavor from the vegetables and the garlic and the granulated pepper through there. You also get that great ghost pepper taste straight through there. If you're like me and you like a good, just very simple as far as not too many overpowering flavors, this is a great ghost pepper sauce for you. It's already making my mouth just salivate thinking about all the fun that I've had eating that on stuff. All right. let's get this Scorpion open. Give it a good shake. Once again, about the same consistency. Another pour. All right. So between these two, I'll be honest, I think, and this has just been the strangest thing to me that I've noticed amongst the different small batches from CaJohns, the overall heat is pretty much the same between the Cayenne and the Trinidad, maybe a touch different, but all in all, if you like that ghost heat, but you're maybe not, maybe your tolerance isn't there, right? This you're not missing out. You can work on the ghost pepper sauce for a while and actually build up over to the Trinidad. So all in all, great sauce. Like I said, another thing too, going forward, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up starting to change up our ratings. Last time we did 1 through 10 on our heat scale. Well, I think that's great. I wanted to give it a heat range that was also the swear word rating, right? So going forward, we're going to have the swear word rating 1 out of 5 swear words based upon overall heat, flavor, just complete package, if you will, not just based off of solely heat. I will still discuss heat, but we're going to give it the total rating. So let's do this individually, right? So we have the ghost pepper sauce. I actually would give this one, for the simple versatility, the flavor, it's just a great everyday use sauce. I would give this a solid 3.5, maybe even 4 swear words, just simply based off of that, right? The Trinidad, I would say that is, for me personally, it's about the same, maybe a hair less. I actually like the ghost pepper one better. Personal preference, once again, beauty of it all. So as you're trying out these different sauces and you're figuring out what you like, what you don't like, you'll start to navigate these waters. Both of these, I will say, are natural. No worries of extract. If you don't like that extract taste, not typically my personal preference. So great natural sauce, very simple ingredients. And that's the swear word rating on Hot or Not. Next up, we have our guests coming to join us, Ryan and Lee Baumgartner. Let's. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Lee.
Hello.
So glad that y'all could join us.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. The
yeah, I know last week we were gonna have y'all on. We talked a little bit about this before as well, but hope you're healing up nice. Tell us a little bit about what happened there. I mean, obviously you don't have to disclose a lot, but just whatever you're comfortable. We'll put it that way.
Oh yeah, man. I used to work in EMS, so I had some injuries in my wrist on both of them. So I had the same injury both. So the same repair has been done on both now. I have a longer ulna, essentially, like my growth plates grew a little bit longer than they should have, so it caused like all my joints to be impacted in my wrist. So doing all the heavy lifting and stuff at EMS with that, I had a tendon sheath injury on both of them, kind of pushed me to having a short to cut my bone literally in half.
Wow.
And put a plate in.
Yeah.
7 screws, later. And some other stuff, with an arthroscopy. I'm rocking a new wrist though, man. So
Wow.
we're ready to get back to life, hopefully in the next 6 months.
Wow.
So,
yeah. No, I mean, that's wild. I can't even imagine. While I've had injuries that have had me down for a while, that doesn't sound like anything I ever would want to experience. So I hope that you definitely heal up fast and you're not hindered by that for too long.
I appreciate it, man. Having the other one done before, I kind of knew what to expect going into it. That's a big plus. So I appreciate your all the love and stuff, man. Messages and all the
Hmm.
comments and everything to everybody. The outpouring was it's really great to feel all
Yeah.
that love from the community, man. It's just it warmed me and it does help me get on that path to being better. So
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. I mean, that's also the beauty of the community too. There is a lot of camaraderie and really pulling together and being there for one another, not only in the areas of like giving advice, but also being there for just anything. So
Yeah. Very true.
Totally,
If they
totally.
weren't messaging him, they were messaging me, asking how he was doing because they didn't want to bother him.
yep.
So it's
It's,
really
it's
sweet.
it was beautiful. Yeah, it touched me, like I said, and it's something special with this community. Like you're saying, it's I have not felt this anywhere else. Played sports growing up, I used to play music as well. I did fire and EMS, so all those things are like a brotherhood in a sense, and the team spirit. Never felt it more than when this community of love and everything. It just encompasses
Hmm.
as a
Yep.
whole.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It really is.
Yeah. Well, hey, as far as I guess we can kind of go from there too. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as what was your first experience into what drove you into this chili head path, if you will? What was your initial dance with spice?
Oh yeah, man. For me, well, shout out to Jacob Deatherage. He's in the comments. Man, what's going on with it?
Nice.
Mine was like I used to go to games. My dad was my coach playing baseball, so he'd take me after games and we'd go and get hot wings. From there, that kind of got me into it. A place called was it Flavor and
Scoreboard.
Fire? Flavor and
Oh,
Fire in the North
never
Market
mind.
in Columbus, where we're from, is a hot sauce store.
Yep.
That's where I got my first ghost pepper. Actually, the sauces that you had out there, man,
Nice.
those are some of the ones that I first remember seeing from way back. Good old John Hardman. He's a Columbus, Ohio boy too. So
From CaJohns. Yep.
yeah, man, he's a good friend of ours. So yeah, great sauces there too, and good reviews on them. I like the ghost too, off subject, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
Flavor of Fire at the North Market there in Columbus, Ohio, really what turned me into the chili head and opened me up. I don't know about her because I've been kind of shoving her along the way through 27 years of us being together. Like, come on, it's okay. It won't be that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I was only at Buffalo sauce for a long time, but I loved it. I mean, I would drink it from the bottle. I loved my Buffalo sauce. And
Nice.
COVID hit, and he wanted to do this video to get a free T-shirt by eating a hot pepper. I joined.
I'm
I
a
don't know
sucker for a
why.
free shirt. I really
He
am.
pulled me
Can't
in.
blame you.
Hats
And
and
it was kind
shirts.
of after that we just got sucked into the actual chili
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
Very
It was a
nice.
blessing. It really was too. And just got
Yes.
it's like you you spice up your food and you think that's as far as it would go with it, right? I mean, wow, has it
No.
come a long way from
Oh
there?
yeah.
And I think that's what we all try to do. Is another thing I love about the chili community and the people in it is we all try to test our limits.
Oh,
And
Yep.
there's people out there that just keep it low, and there's people that do some crazy stuff.
Yep. It's a path of not only exploring and getting to know yourself, if you will, by you know walking, as you said, walking down these paths and taking that dance and really getting going. That you quickly find out where your threshold is, and then next thing you know, it's like, ah, okay, well, I'm actually kind of used to that. Let's try something
Yeah,
else.
let's do it
hmm
again.
Let's turn it up a couple notches. Turn it to
Yeah,
Yeah,
11.
yeah,
See what happens when you get the cap cramp blues.
yeah.
What we
yep,
call them.
I always refer to it as kind of like a roller coaster ride. Some of these challenges are crazy and you're dying
Mhm.
and you're sitting there kind of like when you have a bad night of drinking and you're like, I'm never going to drink again.
yep,
Same thing with some of these spicy challenges. You're not feeling so well, recovering, like, I'm never going to do that again. But then you recover a few minutes later and you're like, whoo, that was one hell of a ride. Let's do
Mhm.
it again.
yep.
How much farther can I push it next time?
Oh yeah. It, it it's so crazy, the definitely whenever you get really far into, this crazy, heat as you're building up and you're getting going, and all of a sudden your endorphins start hitting and you feel great and everything's fine, smooth sailing. Next thing you know, you're just riding it out. Yep. It's part of the fun, right? So,
It
Oh yeah,
is. Yes.
it is. It's what gets you drawn in. I
oh
think
yeah.
that's what it is. That
Oh
endorphin
yeah.
dump.
So what along that same note though, what sauces, I know you were earlier talking about the Cajun sauces that we just talked
Mhm.
about um, on Hot or Not, but what sauces really drew you in and kind of got you started in that path? I know you were saying your buffalo sauce for you, Lee. Was it the Cajun sauces for you, Ryan, or?
No, that was kind of like what opened, I guess, up for me. But the ones that really drove me and the passion for the sauce and the making and things like that for me, that came into like like Troy Freeman is, man. Like he's a genius when it comes to making sauces. Hellfire, another great sauce company. Just I
Oh yeah.
never thought you could take sauce to those kinds of levels. And by what I mean by that is like they're so versatile. With Hellfire, they have like a bunch of fruit-based sauces and things that just go so well in pair. And you never think like you could do that with sauce.
Yep.
Same thing with Troy with his primo. Uh, that is a beer style, but it's got the Asian
Yeah.
that Creole love in it, and it's
Yep.
just something truly unique about that. So yeah, those are the ones that really pushed me into saying, hey, I can do something new, and I can really push that envelope. And big shout out to Troy Primo for being my go-to guy, man, and just my mentor in all of this too. So it's been a blessing, man. Really.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, brother.
Solid guy to have in your corner. Really passionate person,
Most definitely.
wants to help others, wants to pass along the education. It's not just that's the beauty of it. He's not too solely focused on just himself, right? He's actually out
Totally.
there to better the community, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you're just now tuning in, I see that we have some new viewers. Wanted to let you know what's going on. We've already done the Hot or Not product review. We're now sitting here talking with Ryan and Lee, and we're going on with the interview. So welcome and glad you're here.
Thanks, man. Much love, Troy. See you in the comments, man.
The
Hope you guys are having a good night.
Yeah, Troy's here. My comments are off to the side, so I can't fully see them dead on.
Yeah, got Jacob Deatherich. He's part of the wrecking crew, Troy's wrecking crew. He's in house
Nice,
saying what's up. Troy's
nice.
in. Yeah.
Jacob
Love y'all.
Jacob has some pods
Got
heading my
family.
way
What's up, brother?
that I just picked up not too long ago. So shout out to Jacob for bringing the heat to my house last week and now
Okay.
this week. So
Those are amazing too, aren't they, man? Like,
oh yeah,
I got a chance to chat with him a little bit, and he's a very knowledgeable grower. He's just on point with stuff. And they burn you, dude.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I'm getting a little bummed out because you don't really see a whole lot of peppers flowing out there anymore. It's
Yeah,
getting to be the end of the season.
it's sad.
Yeah, that's yeah. The downfall is I waited till just recently to start getting some boxes coming my way. So next year I'll have to be more on point. My overall grow this year was a bit of a letdown, and that was a lot to do with my own fault, just not preparing things fast enough in the garden and getting it ready. But still have 6 plants indoors, so they'll carry me through the winter.
Yeah, man, that's we got a couple that we have in our sunroom as well too. They got little pods on them
Yeah.
there. So
They're like
we'll
re-bloom.
got some primos growing in there and some
Nice.
ghost peppers. They're pretty decent sized ghost
They
peppers.
are.
We might get some
Nice.
fresh. But
I,
yeah, it's a labor of love, man. You'll want to do so much. You'll be ambitious with the grows. You'll be like, I'm going to do this and this and this. But as
Yep.
long as you do
Gonna
it,
grow 500 plants, and then after you have 3, you're like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
she
my
gets
grows really changed up about oh gosh, maybe it's been a little bit more than that, but roughly we'll call it 2 years. 2 years ago, everything kind of changed. A lot of it had to do with my daughter coming in to the picture, if you will. Kind of made me dial things back with the garden and being able to do the upkeep and so on and so forth. Prior years, it was rocking pretty hard. I had about 240 some odd plants in the back, and was going to town.
Impressive,
Still
dude.
have quite a bit of pods in the freezer, just a wide variety, mostly like brain strains, primos, and so on. A sucker for a brain strain, and obviously primos and the whole mama line, right? Right now, my indoor consists of strictly primos and big black mamas. So, yeah, those will carry me through. I'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll get you through. Definitely, and some.
Oh yeah. Well, not to get too far off of the topic here of what we had going on. I'm obviously everyone here's still. We talked about it earlier. Y'all have been doing, chili head focused content creating. I know it's, as you had mentioned before, more of your focus is on the theatrical side. So would love to hear more about that. What got y'all down that path, and where are you looking to go with it?
We've always been big movie fans. I mean, I think a lot of people are, and to be able to produce, and we're both really creative people. We think we are anyway. So, uh, that being said, I have a little bit of background with music and stuff, so the sound side and all that, and we did music videos, so I had a little bit of editing experience, and we have a lot of drive, and just like I said, the creativity that we have with working on projects together. So like we sit down and it's like, let's see if we can actually make this happen. Let's come up with these little stories that go along with the challenges and things. And I mean, our acting is horrible. Check us out on YouTube. It is
Yeah, no, I've loved it. Watching even glancing back at y'all's even most recent one where you're in the Cookie Monster suit and you're going on. I love the story from start to finish. I was waiting for it, which it happened, and it gave me a good chuckle whenever you finally decided to take off the head, if you will, because of just being so hot. I was like, this is gonna get. Yeah, I don't know how he's gonna stay in character the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fun like that. Like I like the old Saturday Night Live things. It's been compared to that. I think a couple of people in comments, and that is such an honor to hear that because I grew up on the old SNL stuff, and
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, and there was also a cool place, kind of like Saturday Night Live in Columbus, Ohio, where we used to live, came from. That was called Shadowbox and did a lot of that
the sketch comedy.
sketch
stuff.
comedy
So
too. Yeah, so we just
it was inspiration for us to
yeah,
that to our channel and try to do
Nice.
something like fun and new with what is inside of the community.
yeah,
It's something. It's a labor of love. I'll tell you that because the editing
it's tedious.
it's tedious.
It's very tedious.
The more
It
that
started off with us both editing, which I thought was cool because some of our older videos have a different touch because you have both of our styles in there. But then we realized he was better at all the special effects kind of stuff, and I just sort of show
She
up
said
for
it.
filming, and now he's the editor.
Well, I mean,
I'm
that's
the
also got to be
executive
kind of
producer,
nice.
editor. I'm the man in charge over here with that. No, I'm just playing. No,
But I think
we
it's
sit down.
good.
We sit down the creative table together. And,
We do. We literally brainstorm. You said brain strain, so now I'm
Yep.
thinking of
well,
brain
you
strain.
need some brainstorming
Brainstorm.
pods, and you
Yep.
come up with this. But it's
And we
been
do. We come up with concepts. We try to get like a storyline together. All of the costumes are handmade. I mean, the most ridiculous ways we can possibly do, cutting yarn to 2 football fields worth of yarn to make that Cookie Monster costume, just stuff like that. But it's fun to be able to do that with a challenge and make it fun and interesting.
Yep.
Sure, we could sit down and do a challenge, but let's try to make it fun. Let's do
Yep.
something different with it.
it's like if an artist, or that paints a painting or anything like that. For me, like editing is like drawing a picture for me for an artist.
He's a natural.
I like it's so it's like some people like cutting grass for example to clear their mind. I like to edit and do things like that. So
Nice. Nice.
we love the shout outs on the stuff. So it keeps us going on it. We want to do more.
We are going to be doing more. We've kind of gotten away from that really over the last year and a half because of just the expansion that we've been doing of our brand and just
Mhm.
getting our head in different areas of the chili community. So we are trying to get back into the more
All the
theatrical
traveling and
videos.
stuff that we did this summer.
Yeah,
Took up a lot of
travel.
time. And
But
Chris,
we
what's
have
going on,
at least
brother?
5 videos planned, costumes never put together, but stuff bought. So we
Yep.
just need to execute them.
Much love, Chris.
Hey,
The
it sounds like a
and
lot of
really
fun. And
champ, man,
it
in the
sounds like y'all
house.
have quite the ideas flowing, and everything is lined up there. And to your point earlier, I know you mentioned that y'all had a lot going on currently. That kind of leads us into the next thing. I saw it. I know there's probably some others that are here watching that saw it. But tell us about y'all's new endeavor.
Yeah, man.
Well, we
Well,
have our Today's Adventure YouTube page, and with that, we bring you adventure
yeah,
sauces.
it's our first sauce.
Nice.
And the first sauce is called Today's Adventure.
It's a pineapple habanero hot sauce. It's going to be coming at midnight tonight. Pre-sales available for it, and then we'll be shipping on December 5th on the orders on that. So excited about this.
Yeah,
Again, a big shout out to Troy Primo.
thank you, Troy.
Man, like you
Very
you were
nice.
the driving force for me to get, sometimes you need the people in your life to go, hey,
I
it's time to
agree.
step through that door. You got to take risk in life because there's no reward without taking that risk. And man,
Yep.
I couldn't breathe a few times making decisions into this. But shout out to Troy, man, for being my corner for all this and making
Yeah,
answering
you
my
were really the
questions.
deciding factor
And,
because the two of us had talked about it for a while. I was always like, I don't know, like there's a sea of sauces, and I don't know, I don't want to jump into that.
but we,
With
yeah,
Troy, it was kind of like the third person to come in,
Yeah.
yeah.
start talking to Ryan. I'm like, go for it, let's do it.
I sent him a sauce, and this sauce actually that we're doing. And I was like, man, you're honest with me, dude. Like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings, dude. Like, please, beat me up if it's bad. I was expecting like this is gonna taste like crap, all right? And you might do this, you might do that kind of thing. I mean, he didn't do that at all. He was like, wow. He's like, this is a well-rounded sauce, and this is it. Dude. And he's like, I wouldn't do anything to that. I'm just like, what?
That's so nice. Yeah. I mean, that's so reaffirming too. And I'm sure
Oh
you
yeah.
felt amazing, hearing
Oh,
definitely coming from Troy, compliments and kudos on that front. So that's,
yeah.
man, that had to be a very high emotional moment right there. It's like, you know,
Oh yeah.
seeing a baby born at that point, because it's to come into fruition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally, man. It was a breath of fresh air because I wasn't sleeping well at night, having nightmares about every aspect of SOC and compliances and all these other crazy things that go
yeah, like
inside
talking
of
in their
being
sleep, wake up
a
like hot
legal
sauce.
business. Yeah, hot sauce, hot sauce. But yeah, it's been something. It's something else, man. This whole adventure, no pun intended, with the adventure side. Started off, with our OGs, Chris Scoble, man. We started YouTube, put that video up for the free T-shirt, like Lee was saying, and then like,
Yeah.
where do we go here with it? And then
Yep,
came across this crazy guy that
yep.
like to eat spicy stuff, and
Our paths cross.
and it's amazing how things go. We got some other great people. Late for Work, check them out. Late for Work YouTube. They make spicy treats.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Oh,
To
fire
nice.
support
challenges.
the
So does
autism awareness too, which is really cool.
so does Go
Hey,
Lead. They have some legal fire challenges. Crossroads have just released. It's amazing to see the growth. Is what I mean. By like this, like we all started just doing it to have fun, to fill time with COVID, really. And man, there's three people right there that have companies out of all. It's a love, a passion, it's a drive,
Yeah,
it's a brotherhood, a sisterhood.
I just realized we see our
Nice.
chili friends more than we see our family. That's terrible.
We did a lot of traveling this summer though too. So
Yeah.
and we went out to San Diego, up to New England,
I don't remember. Oh my gosh, we were everywhere.
Cincinnati. Oh gosh, there's a few other places in there.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
By the way, I just got 2 speeding tickets in the mail from our Baltimore trip.
FYI, at home they have
They have
speeding cameras, and
cameras everywhere.
Oh man,
Siri didn't give me the heads up on that. I'm mad, dude.
Yeah.
those things are a plague. They should have
Yeah.
really never existed. But
Amen.
that
We can go on.
that's something that we could really tear apart and go on forever about. So as far as to keep on track with what y'all's sauce and what y'all have going on, and you kind of touched on this a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure that we're able to share that with everyone watching. Like, where do y'all see the sauce line going? What's y'all's goals and ambitions for next sauces coming out and how everything's moving?
We're looking to get some another couple sauces out really quick after this one. It's gonna be a little pause in between, probably just 3 months at the most, and the next one coming out because it's a big startup on all of it all. Unfortunately,
Yep.
some pretty hefty checks had to be written to get it to that point. Now it's easy to operate. So, but we're gonna have some more sauces coming out. We want to start working with charities and things like that. Inside this label, in the first sauce of today's adventure, you see the pink and the sunset in there. That's in honor of my mother, who passed away from breast cancer. The pink in that represents that. The blue and also for pulmonary fibrosis awareness too. So we're going to start. My father passed away as well. We're going to start taking these kind of tributes and donating and doing fundraisers and things like that can contribute to these great causes and try to help out in places
Very nice.
that we've been affected personally and things.
Yeah.
I know a lot of good people do that. Goop did a fundraiser recently for cancer. We were part of that, and man, it doesn't do any better in my heart to be able to give back and doing something that we love to do, and being able to be put on the podium to be able to give back like that in a bigger way. We always used to think you had to win the lottery to be able to touch and change lives.
Yeah.
It's not that.
No.
Yeah.
You can do these simple little things.
I agree.
Just, simple acts, daily acts of kindness.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're looking to take the company eventually.
And taste the adventure.
There you
Right.
go.
Our YouTube channel, Today's Adventure, our motto has always kind of been every day is an adventure on Today's Adventure.
Mhm.
So
Very
now
nice.
with the sauce line, Adventure Sauces, it's every sauce can be an adventure, taste the adventure. So we're going to kind of take different spins on different adventures with the new sauces coming
you're gonna
out.
see some
I like it.
Everything will be an adventure, different adventure.
So we have a grandson named River, for example. So you'll probably see
River
River's adventure.
Very
So
nice.
it's for example of that. So we also have some dedication sauces that are going to be coming out too. So you're going to be seeing some fun ones with that. I think our next sauce is going to be a dedication sauce to someone special. We're not going to give a leak that one yet. The art on it's going to be hilarious. So if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about the person. So we already discussed it. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be epic level label. I'm going to spend some money on this. You guys are going to love it. But we're excited to see where it's going to go, though. We really are. This is exciting times for us from, COVID just for a t-shirt to owning a sauce company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having the best friends that we've ever met in our lives, and, relationships that, man, you just, it's a blessing. It really is.
Well, it looks like we have some questions coming in. I'm gonna have to glance off over to the side to really be able to see it. As far as it looks like, Troy's asking, what's the most difficult challenge y'all have ever done? I think that's a very good question right there. I'm interested to know the answer on this.
What do you think? I mean,
For me, I am going to say that it was a training challenge that I did prior to a pepper eating competition for League of Fire. And this was a training by Uncle Bull Cow. It was his boot camp training. And
Okay.
I'm telling you, I've done other spicy challenges out there, but nothing has made me feel the way that I felt when I was doing Uncle Bull Cow's boot. What was it?
it was
I can't even
16
remember.
million
Jeez.
skull
And it was,
tincture.
yeah.
It was Yeah.
doing gushers with super hot peppers. And then we had to do a pink wish of pouring the bottle of pink in your mouth and holding it in there for 30 seconds. And then afterwards, continuing to eat more peppers. And it was that challenge that my face was literally vibrating. And it was just crazy. I
Sign
had
of a
no
good
idea
time.
what was going on.
We have a bathroom that's like 12 feet from where we shoot, so thank the Lord for that. Because she was waiting for it. I remember right after we got off, it was like whoosh right to the bathroom. And there's like a little poop trail to it. That was hardcore, though. That was a
Someday we'll
hardcore
do
one.
a tour of our studio. We have a pretty interesting setup.
Yes, yes, I would say so. The most hardcore most recent one would have to be Evil Wonka over there at the Cap Grill. Oh man,
That Typhoon 5?
yeah, Evil Wonka Ryan, man, the Typhoon Fight. That was
Yeah.
insanely 2 pieces of just hard candy,
Oh,
and it was
wow.
5. I think I had to keep it. He sent it to everybody. And shout out to Cap Group. Man, it's an amazing group. You guys on Facebook. If you're not a part of it, check out Cap Group. It's a great place to burn. It's these fun burning sessions. So anyway, I get this evil Wonka package. 2 hard candies, 5 minutes, just burn. 16 million extract. Uh, that one was probably the hardest one I've done recently, man. And
Nice.
What was weird about it though is for your first few minutes, it's not hot. So it's in your mouth and you're like, oh, it's not bad. And it's funny when you watch everybody's videos because everybody's talking during the first like 2 minutes and then everybody's face kind of changes and then you're like, for the last like 2 minutes.
It throttles. It really
It's
does.
crazy.
Like, people in the comments, I remember, were like, "How are you talking, Ryan? How are you talking?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just do that when I get that, capped out with it. I just
Yeah.
ramble and blah blah blah, it's just to keep myself not focused on the pain." Uh, but yeah, it builds. It throttles about like 3 to 4 minute mark or whatever.
Oh,
It was
it's
like,
weird.
yeah, here we go, buckle up. 7 minute mark. You feel like you're gonna puke, and you're just,
It was 10 minutes, not 5. You had to hold it in your mouth for 10
it was
minutes.
10, yeah.
And the first 5 minutes is not so bad. So you think you're going to be okay. And then it catches up.
That was the
halfway
most
through.
hardcore one. Yeah. Miguel's in here. Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Miguel?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Well, here, it looks like we have quite a few newcomers to the live stream. Once again, welcome. Right now, we are visiting with Ryan and Lee, and we're going through the interview, more or less getting to learn about their sauce. We've also had the chance to hear about their content and their vision behind what they like to produce and how they like to produce it. It looks like we have another question coming in here from Miguel. So I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this question, but I think who's the sauce maker that you admire the most?
That's an easy one. Yeah, I'd go out to Troy Primo, man. He's, like I said, for a lot of reasons. Number one, quality. We're going to talk about sauce part of it. Quality always comes first. And, being, friends with him, man, kind of get to see how he processes and how he does it. He doesn't settle for just, hey, man, that tastes good. That's going to be good. No, he comes back at it. So very meticulous
Yep.
in his sauce making. His heart and as a person, salt of the earth guy, man. There's no, very few of him in this world, man. So all around, I'd have to say him because of those reasons.
I would agree with that. And I can't remember if I said this to you before when we talked, but I appreciate the people that support the people that help them get to where they are. And it only takes a second to hit the like button or to say, make a comment on social media. And to me, it's a lot for the people that do that. So thank
Absolutely.
you, Troy, for always supporting us and taking the time just to hit that like button. It really goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That couldn't said that better myself. Troy being such a strong advocate to, obviously cares about his success as far as putting out quality sauces that really pour out his heart and soul, but not only you know, to touch on what we touched on earlier, he's there to, better the community, really pass along the knowledge,
Yeah.
bring new people in and show them, show them the ropes. If you ever have like, these questions, that's the beauty of this community is, there's tons of people out there that are willing to share and show you growing tips or help you diagnose something that might go wrong with your grow. Same thing with, sauces and so on. I mean, the way that the community pulls together is amazing, and that's what's also so welcoming to, regardless of your heat tolerance. There's a place for you here, and that's awesome.
Oh, totally.
I
Totally.
was just saying that to Ryan this morning. I love this community because there are many different reasons why people are here. Some of them make holsters. Shout out to Canoe Gator Steve, makes the
Yeah,
hot sauce holsters. You've
got a
got people
holster
that
from
are
that.
here because they love hot sauce. You've got
Yep.
people that love the peppers, the fresh peppers. You've got those that love the challenges and those that love the competitions, the pepper competitions. Everybody is here. We all have the same common goal, but we might have different interests within the common goal. It's cool.
Yeah, I think hot
Yeah.
sauce could. It's like Bill and Ted. That they're trying to save the world with music. How
Oh
do we
yeah,
save
great
hot
movie.
sauce? Just think of, that's a good video idea for the next. There we go. You might see Bill and Ted coming out in a pepper theater.
There we
Four.
go.
That's been in the works for a while, honestly. Well, one.
I love it. That's awesome.
But yeah,
So as far as I don't want to leave this out. So one thing that we're going to incorporate in the show going forward is a nice bit called the hot seat. This is where you, Ryan, and Lee get to actually nominate somebody to come on the show that you think would be a good addition to the show. Now, this can be, like I'd mentioned prior, this can be anything or anyone from a hobbyist all the way to a legend in the game. That's the beauty of it. We want to be able to have this to be a welcoming environment, much like how we discussed earlier, with allowing everyone from, just starting out to knowing what they know and being able to help others. So with that being said, who are you going to put on the hot seat?
there's so many people, man, that I'd love to nominate. And I don't want to offend anybody by not saying. I mean, I think you're gonna have time to get all these people on onto your show. You're doing a great job with that, by the way. So shout out
Thank
to
you.
you and your crew over there for making this happen for the community. I have to say, if you want to get someone to sit there and just carry you in story and all with his future, I would have to say Troy. Get Troy Primo in here. That's my nomination.
There we
I
go.
think he would do great.
He said, not me,
Not me.
someone else.
I'll go on there.
Troy was already anticipating it.
Yeah, I was talking to him about it. I was like, man, I really think that he's got he does have such a good story to tell, and he says it. He does say it so. So if you don't want to, okay, Troy, he's being humble with it. So
Troy's definitely making it on here at some point. He's not escaping.
Yeah, let's get. I think you should pull in Mr. Miguel. Miguel, he is one of the.
He is a true supporter. I don't know how he's able to attend everybody's live, watch everybody's video, comment on everybody's post. I don't know how he does it, but he does. And he has been one of our biggest supporters for a long time too. And he is in this chili community as well on his own journey.
Very
I would
nice.
love to have him on here.
Yeah, he's amazing, man. He's come such a long way on his personal journey to everything to where he's at now and in life. And there's a few other people I'd like to have you on. Chris, late for
Chris
work as
said
well.
the Scoville unit. You gotta have.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could give you a
But
list.
you go.
Well,
I think Miguel.
Technically, there's two of y'all, so each one of y'all could nominate somebody, and then next time you'll come back on, you can do the same thing. Because
Okay, well,
Okay,
y'all
well
will
then
definitely be
nominate
back.
Miguel. I nominate Mr. and Mrs. Scoville unit. Well, that's It's
They're
Chris
Okay.
Regali and
they're a
Beth,
they're a package
the
Yep.
deal,
Scoville unit and Mrs. Scoville unit.
just like us. They're a
Okay.
package. Yeah,
But
so
they're hilarious.
Miguel and yeah, Chris and Beth would be great. I mean, they're that's a great group of people right there. And just
Beth have you laugh the whole time.
All right.
Great
So
personality.
you said Chris and Beth, correct? I just want to make sure the audio.
Regali. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Go
So
in.
Miguel,
The Scoville.
Chris, Beth, y'all heard it. Y'all are on the seat. I'll be reaching out either later tonight or tomorrow, and we'll get something set up. Well,
It'll be
hey,
games. I see Miguel's in there in the comments.
Yes,
There
we
we
love you,
go.
Miguel.
Yeah, and
Can't wait to see you on here.
well, I think what we should do now is flip on over to the news. Are you going to stick around for the news?
Yeah, we can stick around for the news. Yeah, sure.
All right. All right. We are back with the hot or not news. The hot news. So, first up, we're gonna kind of. This is something that's been popping up. People have been sending it to me. You know, I'm not a big soda drinker myself, but I definitely have someone special in mind to be the one to try this one for me and let me know how it goes. So, have y'all heard of this Dr. Pepper hot take?
No,
I haven't.
I
I'm
haven't.
surprised.
That flaming hot Mountain Dew was crappy, though. I'll tell you that.
Well,
This is probably much better, I imagine.
Yeah.
so someone was
know.
filling me in on that. Now I had no idea that there was a spicy Mountain Dew. I had to do a quick little research on it, but yeah, I mean, you kind of you didn't hear the greatest things on it. So I'm interested to see how this one goes. Like I said, I've been getting inundated with text messages over this. So
I think it's to see the community growth though in the mainstream, man. This is potential.
Yeah.
But like, have you ever done tank switches before? Like, spicy and drinks don't do well, but let's hope it does. Let's hope it opens something up to the mainstream more. I think it's
yeah,
great.
I mean, I've done. Well, I personally have done where I'll take like a pepper pot, I'll cut it in half, I'll put it in the bottom of my coffee cup, let the
yeah.
coffee pour on it for about anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, and then you pull it out because anything more than that duration seems to get more of the bitterness and not so much to the heat and the flavor. But you know, and I've done spice and cocktails and stuff like that, whether you're doing hot pepper infused liquors. But
Yeah. And
yeah, I know it's not something on my docket. I've just made a personal shift. I used to drink so many sodas, and it used to be a you know, something, a vice, if you will, for me.
oh yeah,
So
man.
Oh yeah.
the second I walked away from it in 2014, I haven't looked back. And while this
That's good.
does sound enticing, I have someone very special who might be joining us really soon to try this. So
That'd be awesome, though, man. Either way, I think, like I said, it's good to see this kind of stuff get into the mainstream. You see more and more of it. So
Yeah. I think it's cool. I'm willing to try it. I love seeing all of these big, huge companies out there coming out with spicy products like this. Just shows how the chili community is expanding.
yeah, the and I mean that kind of tied back as well, or this article, I should say, kind of ties back well to the last week's news article about talking about the different challenges and so on and so forth. Now, obviously, this is not a challenge, but it does speak to, as you said, bringing in people that otherwise may not try spicy stuff, and maybe someone out there will try this Dr. Pepper, and they'll say, "Hey, you know, I don't know what it was, but something in there kind of called me to it," and then that embarks their journey, and it's a wonderful thing from there. And then we have more friends and family that we can, you know, help build up.
yeah,
So
man. The burn.
the getting the next article here, and we're gonna touch on this. I also touched on this a little bit last week, but we're graced with y'all here. I know there's a lot you can't talk about, and
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of fun things that y'all did get to go through, but maybe if there's some kind of thing you want to speak about, whether that just be your overall time and experience with everyone that you got to be with on
Oh,
Super Hot.
oh, totally. Yeah. Big shout out to Chris Scovey unit, the League of Fire for having us a part of that. If it wasn't for Chris, we wouldn't have been a part of that shoot. So massive, massive shout out. Funny story though about that. So when you film with Hulu, we could say now, which is owned by Disney. Uh, Mickey Mouse is a cute character, and I'm just starting by saying that. He's a very cute character, lovable. All the Disney characters are, right? But Disney's attorneys, on the other hand, are evil, evil people. So that's why nothing ever came up about any of this. I've touched vaguely on what we can to make some jokes on. But production-wise, you roll in for production with it, and we'll just say like the names of the things on the McClapper boards, they weren't, it wasn't what it's gonna, it wasn't super hot. They totally hide all that stuff from us, so we wouldn't talk about it. Things, but yeah, you show up for the shoot, though. Very humbling experience. You don't know what's going to happen. All of a sudden, you see Johnny Skull coming in, look over my shoulder, Troy. And that's where I first met Troy was at the shoot for one of the episodes.
Nice.
Can't really get into the details about where I
Yeah, yeah,
was in the episodes, but like it's just it's funny to see the evolution of it. How long ago it was filmed and how everybody had to
Yeah.
keep the zip or the like little Mickey Mouse lawyers are going to come out and pitchforks and take you out. No, but we're really excited to see that coming out. It was a great time. We met a lot of great people that we're really close with now over that, and it kind of opened the door for us with everything to where we're at today. So, what a great experience! It's coming to January 22nd, guys, and it's going to be a real moving experience. It's involves so many people in the community. It's going to be something that hopefully keeps rolling with multiple seasons. So it's just going to be something hopefully that we can have more people involved and wow, what an experience. So man,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's just opened the door to what the chili community is really like
and what it's
behind the
about,
scenes.
what it means.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
this will hopefully capture. We haven't seen the final cuts or anything like that. They keep all that away from you. But from like what we've seen and what we are involved with, it seems like it's a real beautiful thing, and it's.
Yep.
I think that hopefully they captured what it means to be a chili head and what it means to us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
it's exciting to see. I am so stoked to see the final production of it. Also, it's really great. Yeah, it was a blessing to be a part of.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm just like I'm itching to watch it. I can't wait. It's gonna be something that I keep on rotation, I'm sure. Just because there's so many people that are in there that I would consider friends, people that I look up to, and so on. It's simply put, it I think it's going to do great once like you said, it's going to do great things for the community, and let's hope that it's well received, and which I think it will be. But you know,
Oh,
hopefully we can bring in some more new chili
yeah,
heads.
I think we will. I think from like I can't talk about the details of things, but from what we experienced inside of our episode that we were a part of, man, wow. That's all I'm gonna say is buckle up, dude. Like this is, you got hardcore like here. There's like where that stuff goes. So we all pay the price for that for a while. I think after that shoot. So I couldn't go into detail, Troy. That
Yeah.
was probably one of my harder things. I would say that was being a part of that Hulu thing, not the Wonka one, but the Wonka one was right up there with it. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be something special. So.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, um, the other, I guess once again we can use this last news article to go ahead and mention that tonight, pre-sales drop for y'all's sauce. So everyone don't miss out on that. It's going to be,
hours.
yeah, just knocking on the doorstep now.
Yeah.
So
Exciting, man. That's like it's like I said, I had nightmares for just months and months
Yes.
between compliances and everything. It's happening now. So
Yeah.
at midnight tonight, Eastern time, 2 hours from now, you'll be able to pre-order that. They'll ship on December 5th for everybody.
and
via
where can they go?
USPS.
Once again, we'll go ahead and plug it again.
.com. Yeah, www.adventuresauces.com. Again, at midnight tonight, you'll be able to live click on that one right there. The adventure, today's adventure sauce will be available at midnight for pre-sale.
Very nice.
If,
All right.
I have some other stuff coming up from. I got some orders in from Primo Peppers for the other ones you'll see that are out of stock currently. Will be in stock this week or early next week for purchase as well. So make sure to check out those too.
Very nice. Okay. All right. Where can everyone, I know most of us in this chat probably have already found you by way of social media and being active in this, but for those that are listening and that those are going to catch on the replay, where can they find you?
Yeah,
We are on pretty much all of the social media platforms out there. You can find us on Facebook.
Yep, Adventure Sauces there
Adventure
as well.
Sauces and Today's Adventure.
Um,
Instagram under both as
and
well.
YouTube, most importantly, if you want to check out the Pepper Theater, be a part of the madness there. You can check it out on YouTube at Today's Adventure Riley. That's Ryle for Riley.
For Ryan and Lee.
That's right. It's the what do they call it? The couple name.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I was just about to say it's a very very fitting couple name right there. It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
It works good. She came up with it. I didn't argue it, so I just
Yep.
Probably the smartest move.
That's right, man. Sometimes it's easier that way.
Yep. I definitely can agree with that.
Oh yes. Sometimes we learn lessons hard in life, and 27 years later, I let her go with the flow. And remember, that's the best advice at home for guys at home. Selective hearing, it's a real thing. Just
Yep. All right. Well, that's it for the news. So let's get this show closed out. So first of all, tonight I would like to thank tonight's guests, Ryan and Lee. Once again, we'll use this brief little moment here to let y'all go ahead and plug where you can be found as far as the sauce as a final send out. I want to thank y'all for everything that everything y'all have done and all the great friendship that we've had over this even short period of span of knowing y'all. So once again, let them know where they can find you.
Thank you for having us. You can find us at adventuresauces.com, Adventure Sauces on Facebook and Instagram as well. And
check out Today's Adventure, our YouTube channel, Today's Adventure, right? And join the Pepper Theater. And if you guys have suggestions for us and you have challenges or even ideas,
see us do theatrical video character.
You want to be a part of the adventure too? We're trying to work that into it so we can get some people. If you have a green screen at home,
okay,
maybe we'll more to come on that. But,
okay.
Thank you again, Brandon, for having us, man.
Thank you
rock.
Hey,
you're doing a great job over there for everybody in the community. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you, man.
I appreciate it, and thanks for all the kind words. And it's great having y'all. Look forward to having y'all back.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. Let's get this thing episode wrapped up. We're working out the final send-off for episode number 2. All right. I hope everyone enjoyed the reviews and on CaJohns sauces, both the Ghost and the Trinidad Scorpion. You can find those sauces over at unitedsauces.com and tell them that Brandon sent you. Huge shout out to podvision.io for helping set up and produce this amazing show. If you want to start a show for your brand or just upgrade your existing show, I highly recommend podvision.io. We couldn't do this without them. Links for all the products discussed will be in the description below, as will our guests' information. If you enjoyed the show, catch us Tuesday nights at 8 Central. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Also, you can catch more like this on X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Rumble, TikTok, and Spotify. Woo! As always, I'm Brandon Swear, and for everything from the world of hot, this has been The Swear Word.